So, Boruto Uzumaki, it certainly isn't the first that I've discussed on this channel, the credibility of the character being the main character, but for the most part, Boruto Chapter 48 has brought something to my attention regarding the character of Boruto Uzumaki. Wagwan everyone, Sanjay Uchiha here, welcome back to the channel. Of course, subscribe, like, comment for all your Boruto content, well, most of your Boruto content and discussions. But anyway, Wagwan, hope you guys are having a great day. As you can tell by the video title and thumbnail, today we'll be talking about Boruto Uzumaki, and disclaimer, this discussion will have spoilers for those of you who are anime only or who haven't caught up to the latest chapter of the Boruto manga. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So Boruto Uzumaki, as I said, it isn't the first that I've spoken about the credibility of him as the main character. For all intents and purposes, I know a lot of persons who strongly feel like a character like Sarada would be better suited to be the main character of this new generation of Naruto characters. Now, if you've watched my Boruto time skip video where I talk about the possibilities of Boruto's character within the scope of the time skip that's to come, I did speak about him becoming the true main character, for lack of a better term. But honestly, Boruto Manga Chapter 48 has brought something to my attention. And it's that this first act of Boruto, this pre-time skip era, similar to Sakura in part 1 of Naruto, this section really and truly serves as a big build-up for his character. If you've read chapter 48, you might have an idea of what I'm saying. Throughout the events of that chapter, or more specifically at the end of that chapter, where we see Isshiki Otsutsuki finally make his way to Konoha, and Boruto bringing up to Naruto and Sasuke that he wants to join in the fight, but of course Naruto mentions that it's only going to be him and Sasuke going up against Isshiki. Well, I would imagine there'll be other characters too, but for the most part, Naruto and Sasuke have the best chance. Boruto brings up to them that, yo, if you guys lost to him before, especially since he was weaker, what's the sense or how you can stand a chance against a person that's stronger now? And you guys haven't changed for the most part. So Sasuke then brings to his attention that, yo, him and Naruto are willing to die for Konoha at any time, but can Boruto say the same? And that statement or that question by Sasuke is more of a dual positive in terms of showcasing the growth, or the honestly the growth of Sasuke Uchiha to this point, but it also has a dual purpose, the second purpose of building up or setting the stage for Boruto Uzumaki. Because of course at this point Boruto isn't a character that can confidently say that he'll die for Konoha, and that's naturally expected since he's so young and he's in an era where he really and truly grew up in peace. Now at this point it sets the stage for Boruto because we know his goal is to become a ninja shinobi like Sasuke, but with this current turn of events it kind of sets things up to showcase to Boruto what it truly means to be a ninja like Sasuke, and I guess to a lesser degree, well, to a big degree as well, emphasize the role of the Hokage. So even though that's still not his goal, he can still get a greater appreciation for it, just like in the span of the whole Momoshiki arc. So there's that. But yeah, things are really being set up for Boruto to gain an appreciation of what it means to strive for his goal. And this whole setup with Isshiki is going to be a massive turning point. Now, I've also said before, ever since Naruto and Sasuke got defeated by Isshiki before, that things were starting to, pan out to basically hand things over to the next generation. And that's been the case for the most part, I would say, especially with the fight against Boro, kind of showcasing that at least Team 7 can carry the series in some shape or form, at least where combat is concerned. Oh, sorry for the noise, sounds like something, a plane or something's passing overhead, probably helicopter, sorry about that guys. But yeah, that was my train of thought, damn it. But yeah, it kind of showcased that they could carry the series for the most part. But I think in this particular instance with Isshiki being in the village and what we know of the flash forward and the whole idea of how Boruto's character is, set up in comparison to what Naruto's character was, and that was, Naruto starting from nothing, to something, and Boruto starting in a time of peace and slowly descending into darkness. I think this is like, we're almost at the climax for setting the stage for Boruto's development, and we'll get the payoff once the time skip. I will start to see the payoff once the time skip comes. regarding him being the true main character of the story. So yeah, so hopefully, unlike Sakura, hopefully we get the payoff that we deserve, unlike what Sakura was, you know, in Shippuden, which was wasted, completely wasted potential if you ask me. So given that he's the main character, I think Kodachi will do a pretty decent job of giving us some payoff, because yes, I agree, honestly, there are characters that we could have focused on as the main character, but it seems like the author or the writers are playing the long game, the long-winded game in terms of setting things up, and I'm looking forward to seeing the payoff that we can potentially get for Boruto's character going forward. Now, that aside, of course, do let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. But no, all of that aside, the role of Boruto in this current fight is another thing I wanted to talk about with this video. We know obviously Boruto in BS or even Karma level 1 is nowhere near the the level of Isshiki or Naruto or Sasuke. So I'm thinking we'll start developing over the course of the next volume, which should be about 3 to 4 chapters. I'm expecting another plotline to develop, or we get reminded of a plotline that's already established. And I think we might get to see some interaction between Momoshiki through Boruto's body, of course, and Isshiki to help us, you know, set the stage for some other things to come regarding the Otsutsuki clan, because the aim is, at the end of the day, we still need to explore this clan, even if Boruto isn't going to be as long as, say, Naruto, unless they change their mind on that, because you can write a story and, you know, as you're writing you realize that, yo, I'm gonna need some more time to build this up the way it truly deserves. So yeah, we know that Boruto should be about 28 volumes long, given an interview with Kodachi years back, or probably 3 years, but that could change. Right now we should be in the 13th volume, so we're almost at the halfway point, which kind of basically adds to the fact that, yeah, we're almost at the climax, almost at the time skip, like I've been saying for months now. Funny enough. So yeah, but the role of Boruto in the coming fight is something that I think we really need to look out for, regarding just the potential interaction between Momoshiki and Isshiki. And I think this might be the perfect time for Boruto's Jogan to actually activate, and probably some reference to Toneri to set him up to come back in the story, because for all we know, he's not dead. So yeah, so the next volume or next 3 to 4 chapters are going to be a very crucial time for Boruto's character, from a characterization standpoint, from a development standpoint, from him just being the main character, as well as showcasing his future abilities, and just setting things up, probably some foreshadowing regarding the dynamic of the Otsutsuki clan, because outside of, you know, what we've heard between Kage and Isshiki, and, you know, what we've seen between Momoshiki and Kinshiki, we haven't had like two Otsutsuki in real time, in present day interact, and I think that would be good to see, and probably open up some things for the possibilities that are to come after the time skip. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Of course, as I said, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and just let me know what you think about the possibilities for Boruto's character going forward with the coming chapters. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for tuning in if you made it this far. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next Boruto video.